But I'd be like, well, I don't like vegetables. So, speaking of my wife, this was one thing that she gave me. I think Christmas 2019, and I always talk about. You guys remember McDonald's changeables? Did they?
With the Transformers, the McDonald's Transformers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did reissues of them in
Oh, what?
I think it was 2019, and they did the little burger guy, and she went on eBay and got this and made it a stocking stuffer for me because I was like, I was going I don't hate McDonald's, but I don't love McDonald's. There's like way better fast food options.
100%.
So I just, it's like McDonald's is kind of like a desperation meal, but I was going there and I got so many fucking hamburglers. Just like ordering the adult Happy Meals. They're like, you're a hamburglar, sir. And then I got the NASCAR and I was like, I give up. So she's just like, I'm going to spend $10 on eBay and get this for you. And I'd already wasted like $45 in adult Happy Meals and hating myself every moment. So I was very happy to have this. And it's got sentimental reasons or sentimental value because it came from her. And it was also something that was from my childhood that I really enjoyed. I don't have my original. So another one over here. I don't know if you've ever seen these. This is from, I think, Numbskull. And this is a quarter scale. Ooh,
What'd you call me?
let me see here. Well, it's not coming up. This is a quarter scale Pac-Man, and my screen's eating it.
Oh, that's decent.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I've been so tempted on getting one of those before. I almost got the Mortal Kombat one.
Up. Well, don't get the Mortal Kombat one, and I'll tell you why. Because it is not the arcade ROMs. It is, for whatever reason, they put the Super Nintendo game ROMs on there. So they did Super Nintendo.
Yeah. That's brutal.
Yeah, and the Super Nintendo port of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is terrible because it's only got like 7 levels and it omits. Well, actually, it doesn't omit any characters. But
it doesn't omit any characters, but it plays. Yeah,
it plays pretty bad.
Yeah,
the Genesis one's the one to go with, but the graphics are terrible. So,
extra.
He's just switching to his phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's just switching so he can go mobile.
So,
okay, we're going mobile. Sorry. I'm early to panic.
Time to go mobile. Let me make sure. Let me turn on my. Where's the speaker option? That's mute. I'm having a boomer moment here.
We're all boomers here. Don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna make my way for the basement here.
This feels like such an authentic experience, you're like going down the basement stairs. And...
exactly.
I'm excited to see his DVD set he alluded to. I'm curious what it is, because I might run over to eBay as soon as he shows it.
All right, let's see. How do I flip my camera here? Again, boomer moments here. So
we're seeing your beautiful face. Oh.
Yeah, let's see here. God, there's got to be a way to turn my camera around here. Here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
So, this is a patent for Optimus Prime that my buddy Matt gave me for Christmas one year. So it's not the original patent, but it's a print of the patent from 1985 for Optimus Prime. So they patented him after the series premiered. Up here,
that's amazing.
This is the only vinyl I own, but this is signed by Vince DiCola. He was the composer for the '86 movie, and he also was the composer for Rocky 4, which is my favorite Rocky movie. This is just the poster from when they did the 30th anniversary of Transformers the movie. And they gave that away. This is by Mondo, so I got that framed. This is the first Dreamwave comic that they did when they relaunched. So this is from a number of years ago, before IDW got its holographic cover. It's pretty cool.
Is that based on Megatron, like when he's like, I still function, and he's
no, this is not the movie part, but it
looks similar.
Very similar. And then I got this in 2021 TFCon. So this is one of the most famous Marvel comic covers for Transformers.
People love this one. It's just a very iconic one. It's signed by Bob Budiansky.
Mhm.
Bob Budiansky was the writer at Marvel Comics that came up with all of the character bios and mythos that they used in the comics and the G1 series. So he's like the godfather of Transformers. So we'll go on down here, and
Hey,
this
it's
is
Louis Tully.
yes. So this is a legitimate painting. I actually bought this at an art show. It's the only legitimate piece of art I own. But the artist's name is Ghost Freehood, and he did some amazing work. And I was just like, I have to have this. So I love that piece. Now we're going to get into the fun
That's
stuff.
amazing.
Here's all my current gen games, and I'm running out of space. So,
Nice.
you know,
That's
and
beautiful.
I know
Some
that
of-
pain. You can see mine behind me too, running out of space.
I need to just get a taller shelf. And here is my system setup here. So as you enter in the nerd room, and
There's
I got my
new Tears of the Kingdom switch there.
yeah. Do you know anyone who owns one of these other than me? You know what that is?
That looks
The
Atari-esque.
VCS. Yeah, the Atari VCS. And this is. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was like, I love Atari, but yeah, I've never actually heard of that. So no, I'm
Yeah.
like in between.
So go over here. I've got my Blu-ray collection over here, but this is the one I was talking about. This is the Money Barrel from Breaking Bad.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's got all the Blu-rays in there.
That's cool.
So we have my Lego Optimus Prime. So I just have a Optimus Prime statue there and a Megatron statue. We'll get over to the collection proper.
It's
So-
beautiful. It's so insane.
These are all masterpiece scale Transformers. I'm starting to. So I haven't. We moved in here in 2021. I have not finished unpacking. So I'm just now getting my generation stuff at the top. So I'm starting to try and organize those and lay them out in a way that
Nerd.
works. Yeah, no. So this is where it all started, right here. This is from 2005. This was the first Masterpiece. This was Masterpiece Optimus Prime. This is a really, really cool piece, and I just absolutely love this guy. And this is one that will never leave my collection. And then we've got MP10 and the outdated Masterpiece Bumblebee. I have two MP10s. I keep one in vehicle mode, one in robot mode. So I just like this shelf. Here we have most of my collection here is unlicensed third-party stuff. So there are companies in China that just make Transformers. They make the ones that they want to make, but they are not officially licensed. And so
That
here,
is sick.
this is from a company called TFC, and there's the green one there. This is actually the Stormbringer from G.I. Joe. So they took those from the comics and made them into toy form. There's also the MMC version. So these are from TFC. This one's from MMC. They're essentially the same. This is a recent edition I got. This is from War for Cybertron. Probably recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
We get down here. This is all just an Optimus Prime shelf for the most part. We have the Age of Extinction Optimus. We have the regular Bayverse one. We've got the... I need to get some lights here so you can... That's my next project, is to get these lit up. But that is the Evasion Mode one. Then we get into some obscure Japanese ones. We have Raiden. So we have the third-party one down there. That blaster is on my sell list. I literally just replaced them this week, but I'm like, I'm just going to move them there until I put them on eBay. And then we have the Moon Studios. I think it was Moon. No, yeah, it was Moon Studios version of Raiden.
I want to quickly say Superman, if he wasn't scared of green rocks, he was expecting, like, when you got out of the green screen, just to see memes. He thought your whole thing was going to be a meme collection, just like a greatest hits, I assume, on the wall. But, like, as soon as you turned the corner and you showed your massive collection, Superman had the same reaction as we all did, and he was like, mad props. That's insane. And also says, a screen-eating meme coming your way, so look forward to that.
Yeah, it's on Twitter, by the way. So after this,
Oh,
go to Twitter.
no.
This is my season 1 shelf of like Autobots. So all the ones from season 1 here. We'll get into the shelf Isman's gonna like. Extends into here. So we have, like,
Sweet.
again, the core Autobots, and we get in here. We got Brawn, we got Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Prow, Hound, Beachcomber, Mirage, Huffer. We got Warpath.
Homer.
Ears. What's that? And I'm not going to name them all. We'd be here all night. So that's the new blaster from Fans Toys.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I was trying to ask Az the other day when he was doing Hot Toys. I was like, "Are you getting that?" And he I don't think he saw my comics. He was going up crazy about that Blitzwing. Getting to season 2 over here. Here's some of the big boys. Like, I mean, this Raiden's big. This Omega is about 2.5 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
We got some combiner action going on here. So this is made up of 5 robots. Right there. That's Superion. And we'll get into like the movie stuff, right?
Oh, there we go.
Movie.
Yeah.
And this, like the money shot. I think Isman will appreciate this.
I've got about 20 of them, all doing that.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got my Hot Rod evolution going on there. Right?
That's so cool.
Kartomi one, the Fans Toys, and then the Kartomi Rodimus up there, and we got the Fans Toys Cup.
Yeah, Cup.
Ultra Magnus, and we've got Wreck-Gar there, and I've got Keep and bike mode there. This is one of my favorite shelves, the Dinobots. Like those are all from Fans Toys. I don't know why Takartomi hasn't made new Dinobots. I mean, I keep the original Grimlock. He's down here. On
That's
my
awesome.
season 2 shelf, just in bot mode, hanging out. Then we get Headmasters. So we have like Cerebros. Apparently, they're going to do the body for him. So, like, if you need a sense of scale, like I'm a fairly big guy, I think. Like I'm quoting Bane here.
For you.
Yeah. Like, yeah, these are not like tiny off the shelf things. Like if you're used to like the little Transformers they make for kids, these ain't it.
Is it wrong that the number one thing I'm jealous of so far is your shirt? Like,
Oh,
I'm
am I
not even
making a
joking.
podcast tonight?
Yeah, I'm legit. Like, I want that shirt really bad.
Oh.
Also, what was that gold? There was one that was like kind of in the back.
Oh,
the
Golden
gold one. Yes, that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Golden Lagoon, where they just legitimately become gold. So that was
beautiful.
that was a limited edition version of the MP10 mold up here. So yeah, the Headmaster shelf. Then we start to get into like more of the later season 3 stuff. So I haven't yet a 5th Rodimus, or I guess it's Hot Rod.
Yep.
Matrix. He's the Target Master Hot Rod. We got Star Saber. I have Pipes there. The Fans Toys Pipes is getting ready to come out, so I'm getting ready to sell him. We get some big boys down here. We got the Monster Bots. So I don't know if you remember those, but
this might be a little advanced for my taste. Isman, do you know the Monster Bots?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Is that still G1? Was that in the the original G1 animated series, or did they come later?
Skylinks.
Yeah, Skylinks.
Let's see Skylinks. I love Skylinks.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I don't think the Monster Bots made it in.
No, they did not. No.
They were in toy commercials. They were in the Japanese series, like they were in the Headmaster series, but they weren't in G1 properly. We got more movie stuff up here. So we have Galvatron.
There we go.
We've got Cyclonus and his Armada.
Yes.
Armada.
And then I've got Coronation Starscream chilling out.
Oh, there we go.
It's a
As
bad
well as-
comedy.
So then we get Sound Blaster. I keep the Quake Wave back here. I just love this clear one. We have Weird Wolf, Skull Cruncher, and oh boy,
I always forget his name too.
It looks great. Yeah, so much of this is over my head. I'm in like fucking awe, dude. Like this is so insane.
Oh, Jetfire.
And random Jetfire. He's gonna. So this is the Fans Toys one. He's gonna be my Decepticon Jetfire. I just need to get the Decepticon insignia on him, and it's in the attic. So right now I've just got him like covering his chest right now, like he's Robert Downey Jr.
That makes sense.
So Shattered Glass down here. So we have just kind of a smattering of Shattered Glass. And
I got that Rodimus.
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that
Decepticon one.
I love the purple.
Yeah, the purple and the blue and the teal, they just marry really well. And then I have kind of a movie shelf down here with the Studio Cell, Unicron and Cybertron and the Revenge Galvatron ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I have them. Like I love this with the two of them facing off and their battle damage versions.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you for zooming in on that because we couldn't see the battle damage until you went right in. That's awesome.
Then we'll get up here. Here's my Season 1 Decepticon shelf. I love this shelf a lot. Where we have Shockwave and Megatron. This is the Fans Toy Soundwave. I have the original one back there, the original Takara Tomy. The Seekers. So we have our Skywarp, Thundercracker, Starscream. We've got Reflector. I just threw in the Crimzeeks here. Somebody 3D printed these Crimzeeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you have a Soundwave that like plays cassette tapes? Does
I
that
do
exist?
not. There's not one that exists, but there is one that's an MP3 player. Believe it or not.
Okay, that's cool.
So, more Seekers. So we have the Coneheads, Insecticons, and then over here I have Nightbird because I just didn't know where else to put her.
Yeah.
Down here I've got the large. This is kind of a company called MMC. They're one of my favorites, and I just love this gimmick on them.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have my X-Transbots Blitzwing, which I'm getting ready to get rid of. I want that ST Toys version, so I'm hoping to sell them. The Fans Toys, Stunticons, Astro Train.
Oh, yeah, Astro Train's awesome.
Really cool Ravage right here, and this turns into a full-size cassette tape. But
oh, wow.
If you watch the cartoon, like there was no sense of scale in the cartoon.
Nope.
So depending on what scene, the cassettes were like in scale, a little bit more scale. I actually have two of these Ravages. If you go back, like I have Hound right here, right, and he's getting pickpocketed by my other Ravage in the cage. That Ravage was a convention exclusive, so
that's cool.
We'll go back over here, and I've got my I've got the so Shockwave was heavily involved with Combaticon, so I have another Shockwave there. This was the original release. We've got Stratotank. Well, this is their Octane from KFC. KFC is the name of a third-party company, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
And then my Combaticons. And then down here, I've got a combined Bruticus, Menasor, and Devastator.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, Devastator.
We'll turn around a little bit here. This is the Bay Shelf of Shame.
The Bay Shelf of Shame. I got a couple Bayverse ones.
We've got the almost complete cast from the 2007 movie, which is, other than the Bumblebee movie, the only one that I actually like.
Yep.
And then here, starting to fill in some of the Bumblebee movie stuff, and then I'm not going to go complete on the Bay stuff. I'm just getting the designs I like. Like, for whatever reason, I really like the way they designed Soundwave, even though he was just a Benz.
Yeah.
I love the Age of Extinction Lockdown, and this actually transforms into a realistic Ferrari, if you can believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
This is a transforming figure, and it's just like one of the cleanest, coolest engineered figures that I owned. Down here we've got Last Night Megatron. Hate that movie with a passion, but love the design, and I've got his little buddy Mohawk down there. Same thing, Age of Extinction Galvatron, and Stanley Tucci fell over, but he came with a little Tucci figure down there. Hot Rod, again, trash movie, and then Revenge of the Fall. Megatron here, and then I need to get my Generation stuff. I left enough space for them, but I have not got that out of storage. We got the Megatron shelf here, so these are all just random masterpiece scale for the most part Megatrons. So we have Golden Lagoon Megatron up there, Super Megatron, the Dreamwave version of Megatron. This is a knockoff movie one, but it's in better colors, so I just threw them there. W Stealth Bomber. This is from a company called Make Toys. This was their own original design called Cross Dimension. Cool. The toy version and the toy comic version of Galvatron, which is the superior color scheme, and then
look at that! Wow, the Galvatron up there is awesome.
Yeah, I like that scheme.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that? I just hands down love that color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get into IDW stuff, so I just kind of threw Lost Light and Last Stand of the Wreckers all together. The Decepticon Justice Division, they're all here.
Jeez.
And yeah.
I'm just like in total like awe of like this is a museum. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, basically. And then we get into the Optimus Prime shelf. So all the various incarnations of Optimus Prime. We get the classics, the IDW, the Masterpiece. I have the PlayStation Optimus Prime here, chilling out. Netflix. I've got the Evasion. I've got the year. They did a Toys R Us exclusive year of the, I think it was Year of the Horse. Different color scheme. Dreamwave, the animated, Transformers Prime, which is probably one of my favorite designs, and then the Jetwing Optimus Prime here, which is just a unique one done by a company called Perfect Effect. Then we get into Generation 2. We've got Sideswipe, Starscream, Jazz, Inferno. These two are very special to me. My buddy Oscar helped me get this. This was limited to 120 pieces for TFCon Toronto. And then my buddy Nate helped me get this Inferno, which was limited to 60 pieces for the convention. Got Cliff Jumper here, G2 Sea Spray. I love the colors on him. Like, just this purple, the camera does not do it justice. And this is not vac metal. It's paint.
Really?
And I just don't know. Wow. Yeah, it's really nuts.
Beautiful. Oh my god.
Then G2 Optimus Prime. This is one of my favorite pieces from Fans Hobby. Got the G2 Bumblebee. This is not Goldbug, but that's just G2 Bumblebee. This one is so hideous. It's fucking amazing.
G2 love that. Sorry, what was that one?
This is Mirage, how he was going to appear in G2. And he had like the most hideous thing. They got all the alligator tamphographs on him.
I kind of love it. I feel like it's one of those designs that it's either hideous or it's beautiful, depending. Maybe my brain's broken, but that kind of looks good to me.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got the G2 Grimlock
like a watermelon.
Yeah.
Yes. Then Diaclone. So we have the Diaclone designs. This one's not really Diaclone. This is RC in her original color scheme. And then we've got the red version of Bumblebee here, hubcap, crosscut, road rage. So this E-Hobby and Diaclone kind of all mashed together. And then here we have like the Nemesis Prime shelf, all the black repaints of Optimus.
Nice.
And this one is, I need to get my exclusives down here, but I have my 2 Batman exclusives.
Oh shit! I wanted to ask you if you had any of that Star Wars set we talked about like a while ago.
I do not. I do not.
It was official Transformers, but it was.
I'll show you.
Sorry?
I said I do have crossover stuff. I'll show you. I've got like the Jurassic Park. I'll show those in a minute. And here's the stuff. So all the stuff from like Fall of Cybertron. Then we get into more Megatron. So this is my other Megatron shelf here.
Look at that head.
We get the helmets. These the Mega Action Suit. These are big boys right here, and they got some pretty hardcore lights on them.
Damn. Do they have voice in them, or do they just light up?
They do not. They just have LEDs. Okay. So Megatron fusion cannon lights up. There's a button there. I'm not sure how well you can see that.
I see it. Yeah. No, that's awesome.
And then he also has light up eyes.
Damn.
And the Optimus Prime. So all these helmets have light up eyes.
Oh shit! Soundwave. Wow.
More primes up here. More helmets up here. Starting my Wreckers display up here. I've got the hammer and everything. I have the Ghostbusters crossover stuff. I keep that in the box because it looks really good like that. And then I'm starting to get some Beast Wars Generation stuff up here. We'll move over because, in the words of the late
you can always have it on, and they can't hear it. So just make sure it's not too loud.
Oh, is your
Oh shit! Sorry, my bad.
So I keep my Beast Wars masterpieces in glass cases because they are super, super fragile. So I apologize for the glare.
This is my childhood Transformers, so super nostalgic for these.
Yeah, we'll open the cases up for these. These are just really well done. This is actually Generations Rat Trap, but he scales, so he's my placeholder for now. We just need a proper Rat Trap, Air Razor, and Rhinox to complete the Maximals from Season 1. So I hope I have no hope for Rise of the Beast, but I hope that Takara Tomy at least starts making masterpieces for Beast Wars. The Dinobot is just, oh man, I love that Dinobot so much.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get down, we've got Megatron, Black Arachnia. Not in the show, but I'm a completionist for Takara Tomy, so I think this was Predacon Agent, which is basically supposed to be, if you're a fan of Beast Wars, you know Ravage shows up, and this is supposed to be like a non-transmetalized Ravage. It's dumb, but
okay.
kind of like it because it's dumb. We have Perfect Effects version of Primal Prime. There's a company called Big Firebird. They just did a really nice, it's called Nicey, and it's just a third-party RC design. Then I have Cryotech down here, which is the blue repaint of Transmetal Megatron. Thrustinator, which was kind of like a comic version of what happens to Waspinator after Beast Machines. And I just threw her in here. This is a female version of Tarn called Eris Coulter from MMC. We go up here. I've got the Arc, and I've got Teletron 1. And then I've got a couple of the Super 7s. They were on like deep clearance. I got these guys for both like $20 a piece. And they that, but I just threw some Masterpiece scale Action Masters up here because why not? And if you love Beast Wars, here we get into some of my favorites. These are more third parties. We have these are all from a company called Transart. And so we have their Optimal Optimus, their Transmetal Optimus Primal. They just got the Rat Trap and Black Arachnia here, and these just look super nice. They all have chrome, and man, does it make me nostalgic. This
extra Superman, if he wasn't wasn't afraid of green rocks, says more memes on the way. So you're just making so much content right now, dude. I'm afraid to look at Twitter or wherever all this is getting thrown.
I just figured out what that name means. Oh my god, I feel so dumb.
Kryptonite.
Superman, if he wasn't afraid of green rocks, as in kryptonite.
So he's OP.
I'm gonna give some Steam material here. So
what is that? Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so this is from a company called Zhejiang, and it's their version of Transmetal 2 Megatron. And if I can remember where the switch is, he actually has a light switch on his head. I'm not going to mess with it on camera because I'm just like, I don't want it's a very fragile switch. So, but the dragon head lights up, and it has a flame effect you can plug in.
Guessing it looks like it would be the chest, but I don't know. But that is a gorgeous piece. It's a small little toggle switch that's hidden under a panel in the head here, and the eyes and this yellow section, it lights up red or blue depending on how you have the toggle switch. What was the? Oh my god, I forgot it. Sorry, I can't look at it right now. What was the name of that one? I want to see it in in its transformed version.
Yeah, this is from. I'll send you a link because it's really hard to spell.
Thank you. Yeah.
X-I-N-G, like Zhejiang.
Yeah, this is, I think, my favorite non-Megatron. I'm a Megatron fanboy, so far this is stunning. This one, I love this one here.
And they nailed the face sculpt on me. Like, it looks just like. They even painted the pupils on there, which I thought was impressive. This Ravage is really cool. And it doesn't transform into a cassette tape, but if you flip him around, he actually has a hidden compartment back here, and he stores a little cassette tape in his back.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so it scales with the other Beast Wars characters. Here we have the HasLab Victory Saber. So this was a crowdfunded one, and it came out, I think, last November was when it shipped out. And then this is a Walmart exclusive. This is the Galaxy Shuttle, also from Transformers Victory. And I'm really excited for the Deathsaurus that they're doing. And then down here, this is from Fans Hobby, which is one of my favorites. They're Energon Prime. And we'll go over, because I've got some Transformers Armada stuff down here.
This is wild, dude. I almost am afraid to ask, and you don't have to answer it. Can you prices right your whole collection? Like, what would your estimate be? You could say $1 if you don't want to say.
Ballpark, I'd say like 40. Well, if I were to put everything, because I don't have everything out. I have stuff boxed up still that I have to put out and stuff. So I'd say if you wanted to say everything, I'd say probably about $60,000.
$1, Bob. No. Wow.
Yeah. So here's all my Beast Wars 2. Like, we have Leo Convoy, Big Convoy, the Dark Leo Convoy, Burning Convoy, and the I think he was just called Convoy, the Japanese version of Optimus Primal.
I love the lion shoulder guard there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Leo Convoy is awesome. They actually just made one from Hasbro that's out now for like $30, similar design.
Oh, okay.
But this is the masterpiece version. I also have his like conceptualized version from Perfect Effect, as well as like the Beast version of Sideswipe, the G1 version of Optimus Primal, and Optimal Optimus, and then down here we just got the Shattered Glass collection going on. And I already showed the Armada stuff. Now we'll get into some of the Titans. So I have another Skylinks here, the Hasbro one, Trypticon, and these are all really big boys up here.
I think
really
actually top like a Transformers museum. Like I can't imagine like. Oh, I have a question actually. Okay, the green and purple one. If you pan back right here.
Yeah.
I had that as a kid, and I treated it poorly, and it got lost in a move. How much money did I lose?
If you treated it poorly, you didn't lose much. You probably lost about $50.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for making me feel better. Because I was like, oh, is that a Devastator or what is it?
There is a Devastator down here.
Oh,
I just unpacked him, and I'm gonna fit him in there as well as the Omega Guardian, and then that's the master scale one. I don't know what to do with him right now because he's worth about $1,400, and I don't. It's worth it to me when I have this guy because there's not that much of a height difference. Oh, I could use $1,400. HasLab Unicron here. So here, Superman, if you're watching, I'm going to give you a very memeable moment.
Superman, you ready? Green Rock Superman. There you go.
There it is.
Unicron.
Get him.
I'm making life easy on my fellow memers here.
Hell yeah. Shout out to No Green Rocks.
Omega and Metroplex, and then I'm putting some of the Legend scale guys in here just to make them look bigger. It's like, if you trim the garden, you trim the hedges, you make tree look bigger, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Metroplex, like Transformers Cybertron stuff. So we've got Nitro Prime and Cybertron Optimus, Cybertron Starscream, Cybertron Metroplex. Now here, this is another favorite of mine. These are all from 3.0. None of these transform at all. But they are highly posed. Like, these are like the hot toys of Transformers. Fully featured, they light up, impressive articulation. Like, these guys are, like, they're nuts.
The crazy thing is, like, for people that aren't Transformers fans, and like Izzy, Isman, you can probably comment on this as well, but it's like, you would think that he owns every single Transformers toy or figure there is, and it's like you're scratching the surface.
There's a lot.
It's crazy.
And then
the ride never ends with Transformers.
So then we got I've got the regular Bayverse Prime, and these are just their original designs. And then they're super cheap in terms of like what these are. And then if we go up here, I keep these in box. But we have like some of my crossover stuff, like the primitive skateboarding Optimus Prime. Got him in here.
I love when Transformers does crossovers. I need to rebuy those Star Wars ones because they fucking looked so good.
So this is from Tonka. This is called the Tonkanator, and like I bought this, and my fellow collectors are like, "Oh, it's such a stupid purchase. Why would you buy that?" And I'm like,
"That's amazing." And
now it's getting up there. I have the Back to the Future crossover. I don't know if you've ever seen the other Ghostbusters crossover, Ectotron, the Christmas Optimus Prime.
If you unbox the Ghostbusters one, where does Slimer go? Like, does he sit somewhere? Or?
That he can sit on top of the Ecto-1.
Oh, okay.
This one you can actually really get on the cheap right now, and if you want it as a curiosity piece, I would say get it. It's like $50 at GameStop and Amazon. But you basically get a leader class and a deluxe, so that basically you get about $80 worth of Transformers for $50.
Wow.
This one's neat. This is Universal, the first and only Universal Monsters crossover they did, where they did Mind Wipe as Dracula.
They only did Dracula? I want that set.
Yeah, so far they've won, and it's presented like a VHS box.
That I love Universal horror, and I didn't know this existed. So and Dracula is my favorite. So I I might buy that.
And he too, which is pretty cool.
Damn.
I don't have too many pops, but I got the Amazon exclusive Optimus Prime for whatever reason, and I also have the X-Men crossover.
Look at that. That's like a Megazord for X-Men because he's got Cyclops and Wolverine.
I love that X-Men one.
Wow.
Like a cross between Wolverine and Cyclops.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. And then
I'm sure Jean Grey will be happy with that.
Basically, right? That does it for Transformers, but I've got a couple more pieces before we show off the arcade. I think I kind of glossed over, but I have the Lego Optimus Prime right here.
So my question is, when am I moving in?
When are you moving?
This is insane.
With all the toys and the beef that he cooks, man. He's.
I know. It's like you're like a real life Willy Wonka here. Like it's a magical place.
I've got this. You guys might have seen this thing because it went viral, and I don't know too many people that have this. So, any guesses as far as what this is?
A drill dough.
No.
Well, look,
no, come on.
It's I don't know. Is it a speaker? Like
no.
Fridge? Is it a cooler? I don't know. Oh, what the fuck?
It is a drill dough.
This is some hardcore packaging, though, isn't it?
It is hardcore for sure.
Oh, is it the one that transforms?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Did it fart? It sounded like a fart.
Don't break it. Don't break it.
I know that sound.
The fart sound?
Yeah, I know what it actually is.
I am the leader of the Autobots.
The time.
Hey, transform.
It's voice commanded?
Yes, it is.
That's
just jerk it.
Hey,
cool.
That's insane.
Hey, Optimus. Attack.
Oh, we're gonna
attack.
Some murder.
Ooh.
Oh.
He needs to be recharged.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll get into some arcade stuff here. So I've got my arcade
question about that. Did they only do Optimus or?
They did Optimus in the trailer. They're doing Bumblebee next, but Bumblebee unfortunately won't transform.
Oh.
And they're doing.
Just won't get that surgery.
No, he won't get that surgery. And we're also getting a Rise of the Beast Optimus that also won't transform. So they did a smaller one, like they did a budget version, but it has so many less features than the original release. It's not worth, even though it's called the Elite version. I just if you have any interest, get the first release.
And you said not many people own this one. Like it was super limited, or like that's
wasn't
incredible.
Limited. They didn't make too many just because of the cost and the secondary market taking over on it. Now they made the Elite version. You can still get that, but even that's still like $600. I think when I got the early thing from Hasbro Pulse, I want to say he was like $650. And so like I was just like, okay, I got a year. I'm going to put away $20 a week. I'm going to just justify.
That is amazing. Let me know if they ever make a Megatron that turns into a real gun. And
the
fallout of that.
Like, they won't. The best you can get is you can get the Masterpiece one.
Yeah.
These all turn into Walther P38s. And I have one of my third-party ones up here as a Walther P38.
Oh, I didn't see that when you did your first run. There's so much to look at, dude. Like, you could go through this 18 times, and I'd still be finding new stuff. That's beautiful.
Here. So we'll get into arcades. So this is my bar. I have a bar down here.
That's sweet.
Much better than my bar.
Yeah, I'm in.
So I've got my arcade 1-Up Pac-Man here. I love this thing. Then we've got the countercades. I've got Marvel Superheroes, NBA Jam, and then
that's awesome.
we got the.
When are we moving in?
I know, right? We're storming the gates, Paul.
Oh,
Super Street Fighter 2. We've got Killer.
Killer Instincts.
Are these all arcade one-ups?
These are all arcade one-ups.
The Turtles in
The
Time
stools
is the one
match
I
the
got.
game.
Time down here. This is the deluxe version of Mortal Kombat 2, so it doesn't have a riser.
Oh, okay.
And like this is so nice. It comes with screw hole covers. It's just
Do you know
really,
if they
really
did a Mortal Kombat 3 version? Because that's like always been
They
my
did.
favorite.
a Sam's Club exclusive, and it's got like a light up front coin marquee.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, these aren't just one game. I mean, all 4 of these have online. So Turtles in Time, you can play online. Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, you can play online. This one has 14 games. This one has 6. 14 games, and then unfortunately Turtles in Time just has 2.
What are the 14 games in the? You said Mortal Kombat has 14 games?
Yeah.
Oh, which?
So-
Because I only own the Turtles in Time one, so I'm curious what games
Okay.
are in there.
So it's Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, all
Oh.
Paperboy, Rampage, which is great to play
What?
online.
I
fuck?
love Rampage. I love Root Beer
Two-
Trapper.
Tubin's under. Tubin's a lot of fun. I hate Wizard of War though. It's just,
Same.
why that's on there. Bubbles is okay. Defender, if you put Defender in like, simplified controls, it works way better with this. Gauntlet, which again, fun online. We got somebody playing there now. Joust, Clax. Clax gets a lot of hate, but I like Clax.
And Paperboy was in there too?
Yeah, but Paperboy
Okay.
just doesn't work well on a joystick.
Oh, okay. If it had Smash TV, I might buy that right now.
Yeah, and they do Smash TV single player, just 2 sticks or
Yeah.
directions.
Since you love arcade one-ups, if you ever get the Simpsons one, let me know what you think, because that's the only other one I've been this close to getting.
I wish I got the Simpsons one because you can take an SD card and you can load the APK file for Turtles and Turtles in Time, and the online features work, and people have gotten like Cowboys of Moo Mesa and
Okay.
a whole bunch of games to run on that cabinet. So
Okay, go buy
If
us the Simpsons arcade right now.
I got a
That one's
question.
like on sale too in Canada. Like they were trying to clear that one out.
Huh.
I made a
It went
mistake.
here, and I my dumbass was like, I want Turtles in Time. I always got excited seeing the arcade version, and I was a Genesis kid, so I was stuck with Hyperstone Heist,
Mhm.
and you know,
Damn.
I just always wanted this, and people are like, oh, the art's so shitty. I love these terrible turtle comics.
I have
That's
we
awesome.
have the 89 version, so we have the first one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's over there. You can see on
You can
Kay's
kind of see it
little-
on my camera.
on Kay's little screen here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I prefer the 89 art, but I can appreciate the Turtles in Time cheesiness as well.
So, who could you play with only other people that have a cabinet, or do you play with?
You can only play with other people that have cabinets, but if their cabinet has the same game, like so if somebody has the Big Blue, I can play the games that are on Big Blue,
Mm.
right?
Okay.
So this is the Shinku Hadouken one, but it's also the same as the Yoga Flame one that's out now. But like all the Street Fighter games have crossover. So I had Big Blue, I got rid of it for the Shinku Hadouken one, for one major reason, and that's aside from having Strider on here, fucking online Final Fight, man.
Nice.
Decent.
And King of Dragons is on there. Silent Masters, Capcom Sports Club. So those are all on Big Blue. I can play those people if they're online. But it's weird because you would think Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo would be the one everybody plays, but for the most part, it seems like everybody that's online is in Championship Edition. So it's what it is.
They
There's
need to
nobody.
make it like cross-play, so you could play with people on Xbox or PlayStation
Yeah.
or Nintendo.
They should do that. They really should do that.
It'll open up
Because-
the reason because I bet you're only limited to playing with so many people.
Then I got this here hooked up to the TV behind the bar. So this is the Legends Gamer Ultimate. So this is a wireless. This is a wireless fight stick that there's a little hockey puck behind the TV, and you can load whatever games you want on here.
That's awesome.
So right now I've got Elevator Action Returns running here. I also have a Raspberry Pi here, so I can swap that in. I love this Pi case. This is from Retroflag. One of the things I love is that I have an SSD here that is on a little
replica. That's awesome.
Cartridge. So
I am so freaking jealous. It's not even funny. It's just like, this is the coolest thing.
Some booze here. We'll go back. Here's my little gaming corner. This belonged to my grandfather. I restored this mirror. I'll say what I want to say about Anheuser-Busch, but I this mirror has sentimental value, so it's staying.
That's cool.
This is an in-box challenge set. So it's been opened, but it's complete.
Damn.
Then we have Jazwares Metroid, my God of War collector's statue, of course the infamous Halo can't wear, my collector's version of Reach. I think my battery's working here, so there we go.
There it is. Superman has got a bounce, by the way, because of Aussie time. And to get ready for the Legion of Memers stream, have a great night and enjoy the memes. I'm terrified of the memes. And he says, nice collection, ExtraZero.
Got Pandora's Box, Marcus Chance, some random graphic novels down here that I just need to find space for. We'll go back.
That, Pandora's Box from?
From God of War 3.
Oh, I've never played God of War. I played like half of God of War 1 and that's it. I need to play them.
Everybody shares. I have to grab mine, I guess.
Oh, look at that. Another Sonic. Everyone's got the Sonics.
Next time we're going to do a show and tell and everyone has to bring the Sonic and that's it. That'll be the whole spirit.
Yeah.
I've got a electric humidor, and my original father-in-law gave me. So I think that about completes the tour. Oh wait, there's one more thing. James, I know you said you wanted to see this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The only
dig.
So it comes in a shipper that looks like a real Slim Jim box. I'm going to sit the phone down for a second to get him out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
The best part, motherfucker's holding.
We need to get this.
Slim Jim.
We need to get this. That's freaking beautiful. We actually went to a corner store that was selling a bunch of Macho Man themed Slim Jims, and we're like, if we buy all of them, can we keep the box? And they didn't get why, and they're like, I guess, because it's just a cardboard box. And I'm like, it has Randy Savage on it. That's why I want it. So, that is beautiful.
Did I show the stools? Because I've got matching stools for each arcade.
Yeah.
Sick.
Got the Mortal Kombat one, and I know I showed the Turtles one. And then over here, real quick, I've got a matching Pac-Man stool as well. So I think that does it for me. Is there anything that you guys want me to go back on that you didn't get a good look at?
We're not worthy.
Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning all over. I missed it.
So honestly, I'm gonna be the person that goes through all of this later and pretty much like watches frame by frame because there was so much stuff in there.
Yeah,
but I just want to like stop on and look and.
You're gonna be Deckard in Blade Runner and go and buy the pixel and zoom in, like, oh my god.
So you can get a sense of scale for some of these bigger ones, right? I'm gonna hold up Omega Guardian here. So, yeah.
Jesus, that's a huge bitch.
Yeah, this thing weighs about 13 pounds, and then
13.
Yeah, and then this Unicron. So he's a big hefty ball, and here, let me flip the
Sauron.
I'll show you one thing that he can do.
Well,
that's cool.
That grosses
I
me
love
out
it.
for some
Paul's
reason.
mind's going to places.
Yeah.
I love it.
No.
Paul, when we're moving into his place, don't get drunk around that. I don't want to see anything horrible in the middle of the night there.
Scary.
I can walk right out to my pool.
Oh, nice.
And jump right in, Doc. That would have tripped me out. I was like, is he gonna do it? No.
I'm not gonna jump in, but my pool has a nice. I'll show you out.
We're getting the grand tour. God damn. Look, Jesus.
What?
Midnight, man.
This is MTV Cribs ExtraZero edition.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
You're cutting out like crazy, by the way, but we're getting frame by
Internet
frame.
Get,
panhandle.
get back to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you got to get back to the one.
Get back
run
to the
Wi-Fi.
The
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Right. Freeze
At this
frame.
point in the
He's
basement,
Getting that
Say-
blockbuster internet.
Am I back yet?
There you are.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
good. You're
yeah.
good.
We're good.
Oh yeah, I also have this.
Hey,
Good reason.
Needler.
Oh, nice.
The Nurse Needler.
That's
So-
awesome.
So yeah, there's my
Dude,
tour. I guess.
we are
All your
not
toys.
worthy. That's insane, dude. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say.
I know. I'm
What
like,
do you
hey,
say?
my collection's decent, and then I look at that, I'm like, oh my god, I have so much to work on.
Yeah, I
I mean-
loved seeing everyone's stuff though. Like everyone has like such cool stuff, and like the sentimental stuff, the personal stuff, the massive stuff. It's so crazy.
The random junk just sitting in the basement.
I love it. Don't even worry, dude. I love it. I love it all. But yeah,
They're down
we
here.
are storming Extra's house for sure. And a
there's,
dog.
Oh, hi,
Oh.
doggy.
So,
We've had dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. But
We need like a pet counter on this stream. How many pets showed up as a cameo?
we had
Are you
yeah,
4.
damn, I should go.
Isman's been counting.
Is it
I
4?
haven't. Yeah.
There's a cat.
A cat, 2
cat.
dogs, and a turtle.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Hey, he shook the paw. Oh.
I should
He's a
take
good
my-
boy.
You might have a $60,000 collection, but Bean is
Oh.
priceless.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's so cute.
Damn.
I'm just enthralled with the dog now.
Does anyone have any like questions for Extra's massive hoard of treasures? I think I asked mine along the way, but that just we're all in awe, dude. That's crazy.
Awesome. That is
Yeah.
freaking
Well,
sick.
I'm glad everybody enjoyed seeing it. So
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Extra.
yeah.
What was the hardest thing for you to obtain out of that collection? Like, what was the thing that you're like, I have to get this, but it took you like a lot of work to get it?
See, that was probably so. When I showed that one that came from TFCon Toronto,
Right?
So-
Yeah.
that G2 Jazz was probably the hardest. So there's a store called the Chosen Prime. They're one of the largest online retailers of Transformers, and they're kind of a co-sponsor of TFCon. So my buddy Oscar had already bought one, and they were very strict on the one per customer. So I had to like get them on the phone, and I wasn't doing like a "Do you know who I am?" because like it's not like that, but it's just like people in the Transformers community know who I am, and I don't do reviews, but I do a lot in the podcasting scene. So, a lot of people that are prolific, I've either been a guest on their channel or I've had them on mine, and so I had to get on the phone and talk to the owner of the Chosen Prime. I was like, "Hey, Brandon, yeah, I'm I do podcasts, and I'd love to give the Chosen Prime a shout out. I'd love to get this figure. I'm a huge G2 fan. If there's any way you could help me out, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm willing to PayPal. Just I understand it's one per customer. I'm not like this is not a flipping thing. I'm going to keep this in my collection." So there was that. The other one that was actually really hard. So I got into collecting Mastermind creations a little bit on the late side. So this one here is very, 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 very rare. It's called it's Turmoil in the comics. I forget what his made-up third-party name is, but they only did one run of him. And my friend Oscar, he just was getting out of them, and he had the opportunity to sell this guy for like $400 or $500, and he sold them to me for $60.
Nice.
So
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Wow.
a pure luck, and hey, I know I could make money, but I'd rather see a friend have it. So that was
Good guy.
Then there's been some that like I really had to jump through hoops to get. Some of the retail ones. Getting the Ecto 1 Optimus was a little tough because I had to like be on Hasbro Pulse's website and like, keep refreshing, and
I hate that.
but really like the convention exclusives. They're some of the harder ones to get. Another one that was a little challenging was this one. It's called Sphinx. He wasn't hard for me to get because I just happened to buy the upgraded the VIP pass for TFCon, and they did like normally you wait till the Saturday morning and they open up the showroom and you can go buy the exclusives. Well, they did a thing with the VIP packages in 2019 where you basically got in line the night before and you had first dibs, and it was only 100 people. So they had 100 of these and they basically sold out that night. So it wasn't hard for me to get, but for the general con goers, it was impossible. But, really, I can't say that I have too much of an issue. Like, the fans' toy stuff, I don't know if Isman's still on. Isman, do you collect third-party or fans' toys at all?
Yeah, anything Hot Rod, I collect.
Yeah. So,
I have so much.
With fans' toys, like, typically when the pre-orders go up, if you don't get your pre-order in, you are either going to miss out or you're going to have to wait for a reissue.
Yeah, so, or you're going to have to pay a lot more.
Yeah. So... like this here is the second release of Sovereign. This is the metallic version that's more in keeping with the movie colors. The first one was more or less a flat purple. He was really hard to get. Phoenix, their Skyfire, also initially was hard to get. They did a rerun of him. And the Insecticons, like Bombshell here with the gray chest, which is the Toon Accurate color one. I got him when he first came out. There was a guy who had a direct line to fans' toys, and I got him for $60, and now this figure goes for like almost 200.
Wow.
Sometimes $3. But typically I don't have too many issues getting them because it's like I get my pre-orders in, and I get locked in, and I get in with reputable sellers, and I have connections within the hobby. So I'm friends with Eddie, who runs Toy Dojo. Pake for Life is a very good friend of mine, and he does distribution for Toy Dojo. He's also a pretty well-known reviewer. So it's like I have these people I can be like, hey, I missed out. Can you help me out? And they're like, yeah, we got you. So I'm pretty fortunate to know the people I know to get the figures like this. The Fans Toys Grimlock here was difficult to get. Like I was not really into fans' toys when he came out, and then I was like late to the party. And this is actually not the original head he comes with, so getting the Toon Accurate head was a challenge. So,
oh wow,
yeah. So,
that's nice.
Through my connections, I was able to get all of that. This is actually a pre-production sample. This was from a reviewer named Pia. He's pretty well known, and I bought this off of him. So this is like one of the few I don't have a box for, but I had this figure like several months before everybody else. So it was a cool feeling.
Extra, I had a question actually. Yeah. And so you've shown us like literally hundreds and hundreds of Transformers figures. You might not even be able to answer this. Is there like the one? And it could be sentimental, or it could be price, or whatever. Is there like one in this insane collection that is like, this is your favorite? This is the one that stands above the rest for like any reason that you can think of? Like, is there like a one thing that pops out?
There's three of them.
Okay, we'll do three.
Quick. So number one is this is the one that got me into collecting Transformers Masterpiece. So this came out in 2005, and when I got him, I was like, that is the definitive Optimus Prime. Like, this thing has features on here that are so cool. Like, he has like a moving mouth plate. Like, you press a button on the back of his head, and I don't know how well you can see it, but like, you can make him talk. He's got like flip out wrist communicators, hydraulics. He has a light up matrix. There's a button on there. This is just a really, really cool toy. It's like kind of like, featured like Buzz Lightyear almost, and it transforms. And I have a lot of attachment to it because it's like, this is what kicked off my appreciation of this masterpiece scale. Second would probably be, this is the only figure from my childhood that I own. So I have a long story. Wow. I'm not going to the internet, but I don't have my childhood figures anymore except for this one.
Oh,
and when
okay.
So funny story, when my grandfather passed, and in 2011, we found this in like wrapped up in a towel in his desk. Like he had like taken it from me as a kid. Like I don't know, can't remember why. I think it was the noise that it makes, because this thing makes like one of those like terrible screechy noises, and I think I was pushing him to his limit. So he took it and wrapped it up. And after he passed, I found it. And I was like, wow, this is one of my favorite childhood toys. I thought was lost forever. So that's my original.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing that you have this crazy collection, right? But it's like the one that triggers the childhood memory is in your top 3. So that's really cool.
Then, I mean, I guess you can probably figure out that I love Optimus Prime, and I just
Oh yeah.
It's hard to top this one. How?
Like if I said, like, if I had to get rid of them all, I would keep the Roboson Prime, just because it's when I was a kid, I just dreamed of having a Transformer that was a real Transformer, right? Like something that transformed and talked and moved, and here it is. It's like Step Brothers, even better. I got it when I was 40. You know, not quite 40 yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I had to get rid of them all, it would be tough between those 3. I'd honestly keep all 3, but if I could only keep one, it would be this guy, just because of the price, the journey to getting him, and just the fact that this was everything I ever wanted out of a Transformer.
It was legit shocking to see it like move and like punch and everything. So fuck.
Yeah,
thank you, dude. That was so cool.
Yeah, it's it was one of the few that in my adult collecting life that I actually felt like a kid on Christmas when I got it and I opened it up and I saw all the features and I was like, wow, this is real. Yeah, this is a real thing, and even better, it's mine. So
yeah,
it's just a very surreal sort of feeling in my time collecting. Mm-hmm. So.
Dude, no, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. That was cool.
That was insane. Literally, your house belongs in a museum. Not it belongs in a museum. Your house belongs in a museum.
And that's actually my final question for you. Like, do you think, later on in life you'll open it up to the public, or you'll have something set up eventually, or is that something you kind of want to keep more private, or maybe online as like videos and stuff like that?
I like keeping it more private for my friends. Yeah. And the community. Like I like sharing my stuff over video and podcasts like this. I love having friends come over and see it, who appreciate it. I feel like opening something like up to the general populace, you run into people that just don't have the respect for it that it deserves. Like we had our 100%. House last year, and there were a bunch of little kids running through the basement, and it was like,
yeah, the horror,
and
I got little cousins like that.
Yeah, and not only keeping them off of the figures, but the keeping them from like manhandling the arcades, because arcade 1-ups, they're not the worst build quality by any means, but they're not durable like something that would have been in a legit arcade. So like kicking the front plates and putting juice on the control decks, it's like, no, don't do that. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that makes complete sense to me. And I think like because we have the internet now, it's better, and it's easier. You can just show it off on a stream like this, for example, which we really appreciate, by the way. But you're able to show it off like that, and people can still kind of get a feel for what's going there. You don't have to worry about people, ooh, what's that? And grabbing it and like touching it.
I was
maybe
screeching at my screen. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
The Dracula one, I was like, ah, no.
I mentioned one of my friends that's on my podcast, TM Reviews. He has a really big Transformers YouTube channel, and he's actually going to be coming up at the end of May. And I believe he's going to be doing a collection tour video for his channel of my collection. So I'm really excited about that.
Wow,
and
that's cool.
Yeah, really love that stuff. And then having people from the community come, and I'll let them get hands on, or if I know that you're good with collectibles, I'll let you pick them up and just kind of get an appreciation for all the die cast and all the detail that you can't really see in pictures or in video, because they do some really intricate stuff with these pieces. It's just they are not like the same thing as what the kids' toys are.
I think that was a big takeaway for me as well. Like, I'm not actually huge on Transformers. I don't dislike it. It's just never been like one of the main shows I've watched or anything like that. But
Same.
yeah, but seeing your collection, it was
Outta
like the voice activated one. I was like, oh my god, I want to watch Transformers right now. Like it
For
puts me
sure.
in the mood for it. And also seeing like some of the crossovers and stuff as well. Like the Dracula one's so cool. The X-Men one. I was
Yeah.
like, that's like the coolest thing ever. I would collect that just on the basis of it being X-Men as well. So I like how they're super creative with it. They do a bunch of crossovers. I know like the Ghostbusters one was super popular as well when that first came out. So it's awesome to see that kind of stuff.
I got a random question.
Sure.
ExtraZero. Do you have anything? Because when James was like, "Oh, is there the one?" I was like, "One or one." How did I word it?
One ring to rule
Do you have
them all?
anything? No. Do you have anything other than Transformers, like figures or anything like that?
I actually, so like I said, my office is not in display shape right now.
Right.
I have every single G.I. Joe classified figure that they've released, with the exception of the double size.
Basically, I was basically going like, is that the only collection we've seen?
Guys,
Is there much more?
There's gonna be a
Wow.
part 2.
Yeah.
So we gotta label the Show and
Yeah,
Tell
what's in my
2
office?
G.I. Joe edition.
Yeah.
Well, but wait, there's more. I also have
But wait.
so
Sorry.
I have the bulk of what I want from the cartoon. I have I'm only missing a few of the movie ones. So I think I'm missing like the Ghost of Splinter, and I'm missing the Farmhouse Casey and April, but I don't need them because I have the Ultimate April and the Ultimate Casey. So it's like, well, I don't need April and Casey in different clothes, you know.
Decent.
And I have a lot of the Mirage and Archie Comics ones that NECA's put out. So then I've got some Power Ranger stuff. I've got the complete roster of the Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin stuff, as well as the Boom Studios comic stuff. I've got like both versions of the Lord Draken. That was a pain in the ass to get. Was the Dark Lord Draken that they had as a San Diego Comic Con exclusive. Then I've got like some miscellaneous Black Series and Marvel Legends stuff. Like I'll get Wolverine and Spider-Man, and I've got the Fantastic Four. So I've got Doctor Doom, Galactus, High Evolutionary. I've got like a couple Ghost Riders. So I've got the Cosmic Ghost Rider, the regular Johnny Blaze. I basically have almost every iteration of Spider-Man that I care about. So I've got like all Ben Reilly's and I think I have both versions of Spider-Man. I have 3. I actually bought the Across the Spider-Verse one because I thought it was cool, but it's a piece of shit toy. So, and then Wolverine. I've got Wolverines out the ass. So I've got
That is awesome.
You know, I love Wolverine, and I've got a pretty decent lineup of '90s X-Men. But just the issue with those is like where am I going to put them? So I'm
you already
like,
ran out of room.
Yeah.
yeah. So like the Black Series, like I actually have a shelf for Black Series, and really I only collected Mandalorian and Jedi and Sith. Like I kept it to that, and I have the helmets. So I've got like I've got Luke's X-wing helmet, his X-wing pilot helmet. I've got Vader's helmet. I've got Mando. I've got both versions of Boba.
I can't wait to see these.
Bo-Katan, and I've got Kylo Ren. And then I've also got like Captain America shield. So I did cosplaying a while ago. So I still have like a full set of Kylo's robes, and I have a Civil War Captain America suit, like the full thing. But I need to lose like 30 pounds if I want to fit into either of those. Because those were pre-COVID, man. So
Right, yeah. Oh man.
That is awesome.
That is super awesome.
Well, that's why he has a whole podcast about figured action figures. Go check it out, everybody. Go.
Yeah, so you know, we talk about all kinds of stuff, and also, you know what? Let me show you some of my storage here. I'm going to give you one more thing. I'm not happy.
Storage Wars.
with
ExtraZero
where
edition.
I've got most of the amiibo released. They're in a box. They're going to go on shelves over my TV. So my amiibo collection is going to go over my LG. Let me turn the camera back on. Say hi, Bean. This TV is going to mount, but I need help. Like if you've ever dealt with an OLED, look at how thin this thing is.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
No, this is how thin an LG OLED is.
Jeez.
Guys, I'm broke as shit. You guys got some fancy shit. I've never seen the TV so
This
thin.
is alien to me as well, Paul. I've never seen
Holy
it that
hell.
thin. Wow.
It gets mounted here. I'm just waiting for it to get mounted.
You just use some duct tape and it just should stick
No.
right there.
Dude, this thing weighs a ton.
How it takes up no
Made by
depth.
Ananapium or something.
Big,
like-
the big sheet of glass. It's a sheet of glass, and back is all metal.
wow.
So I need to mount it here, and then after I mount it, all the amiibo are going here. I've got some actually kind of rare amiibo. So I've got the Mega Man 11 amiibo, the Dark Souls amiibo, which is very, very rare. I got this guy today. I just opened him up because I'm going to use him.
Yeah.
Sick.
And Mario chilling out there. All right, let me go into some storage here, so I can show you some stuff.
Wow.
Look at my feet.
Well, where's Superman? Are we gonna get some meme feet?
Yeah, we're gonna get me here.
You waited until he was
he
asleep
dipped
to show
already.
the feet. Yeah.
But
These
there
are
are
gonna go-
memes, so
Oh god.
These are gonna go behind the Mortal Kombat machine.
Oh,
That's sick.
nice.
A lot of this stuff is in my sell pile, so I'm so out on the MCU. So Gladiator Hulk can fuck right off.
Yeah, I've got Marvel fatigue as well.
I'm gonna get rid of. I have like a complete selection of collection of Figuarts Street Fighter, but they stopped. They like Sagat was the last one. They never did a complete run of the World Warriors, so I'm just gonna get rid of those. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have Atlas and Peabody.
Oh yeah.
These are cool from
oh
Figuarts.
sick.
This was a gift,
Oh shit.
but
If you
I do own-
la.
2 WWE figures. Yeah, they did some deep cuts and then they stopped. They just didn't complete all the World Warriors. Motaro's in there. This is a big one.
That's what she said.
There's been a lot of that this evening. Kung Lao.
Kung Pao?
I have the Bale Batman. I got him for a steal at a con. I got him for $15. I talked the guy down to half off.
Nice.
But yeah, a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff. Like we got UMK3 Sub-Zero. I've got Sector, Cyrax, and
Nice.
Smoking. Raiden. There's the 3-0 Doom Marine. He's going to go in my office. I'm going to put him in the glass case up there. But let me just get Motaro out so y'all can get a look at him.
I assume he's huge.
He's got some size.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He comes with a flayed skeleton too,
Beautiful.
and that's a complete action figure. It's got like 32 points of articulation on the skeleton.
Holy hell.
We got Goro down there. Kintaro is currently in my office because I like messing with him.
Mhm.
Got Bruce Lee.
Nice.
So like a lot of these randos, like my friend T-Man, he typically doesn't know what to get me, so he's like, I'll get Zero stuff like Goku, Bruce Lee, The Rock. They're neat. Oh, have you ever seen that creepy Woody that's in memes?
Yeah. You have that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
The horror.
Yeah, got to go back
That's gonna
on.
be the thumbnail right there.
Yeah.
That's
Ah!
Show and tell. Oh no.
To get the
I love
the blurry ass picture.
Yeah.
Make it
Yeah.
creepy, extra creepy.
It's gonna look like like a fucking hit show or something. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.